Welcome to Simple Sacred Home. My name is Paige, and today I wanted to talk about a topic that has been on my heart for a while now. And the topic is learning the art of homemaking from a wife working full-time outside of the home. Contradicting, because if you look up the definition of a homemaker or homemaking, you're traditionally going to get a definition that says something along the lines of someone who works at home, caring and managing for their home, taking care of the daily household tasks, making meals, usually taking care of children. And one of the biggest definitions that you'll find is it's somebody who works at home. They don't work to see my home, my apartment, anywhere that we lived previously as a place to steward well. It didn't even cross my mind. I didn't care about homemaking. I didn't care about taking care of my spaces. I dreaded it to the max, and so I would only handle it when it was completely out of control. But once the Lord blessed us with a home, it really changed my perspective, and I want to make it clear that you don't have to have a home to have this perspective. I think that this, and part of my desire to encourage girls and women, is to know that you don't have to have a home to steward it well, to practice the art of homemaking. You can do this whether you still live at home with your parents, whether you live in a dorm room, whether you live in an apartment, whether you're single or married. You can do this at any stage of your life. For my family, I felt like I couldn't really ever embrace homemaking because I didn't have children and I didn't work from home, and I felt like I couldn't embrace homemaking in any capacity because I worked outside of the home all day. And when I would come home from work, I didn't want to spend a bunch of time caring for my home. I wanted to eat dinner and spend time with my husband and go to sleep and get up and do the same thing all over again. So it wasn't until the weekend that I would really spend more time taking care of our home. And if you look up anything online to do with homemaking, whether it's Pinterest, YouTube, Instagram, anywhere, almost every single post or every single thing that you see about homemaking, you're going to see moms who stay at home with their children. They likely homeschool, and a lot of them are serving the Lord, and they're doing an amazing job. And I want to make it clear that that is something I genuinely, truly aspire to. So I'm not knocking that at all. But I felt like I was in this limbo place because it was like, okay, well, I don't have children yet, and I work outside of the home, so I can't embrace this homemaking, but it's something that the Lord is stirring in my heart to want a desire to take care of my home, want a desire to make it a beautiful space to invite people in and for it to be a safe place and a sacred place. So if you have ever found yourself discontent, feeling like you can't embrace homemaking because you're not in the quote unquote perfect season, I want to encourage you that there is no perfect season. The more I think about it and the more I've started practicing the art of homemaking, I'm realizing now that regardless of what my season looks like in the future, what I'm doing today is going to benefit me. It's going to benefit my husband. If we do have children, it's going to benefit our future children. So you don't have to wait until you have a family, until you're a stay-at-home mom, until you're a homeschooling mom, to start embracing the art of homemaking and start learning and developing those rhythms and routines that are going to help you as you do grow and as your family dynamics may change. So whether you're 18 years old and you live with your parents and you're debating what you're going to do for college, if you're going to go into the workforce, or if you're going to get a degree, if you're going to get married right away, or if that's not even remotely on your radar, whether you want to stay at home and raise a family, whatever that looks like for you, you can still embrace the art of homemaking in your season. Single or married, engaged or single, any age, you can embrace this. And I want to be an encouragement to say that, because I feel like we can get discontent and feel stuck in our current season and feel like we can't embrace things that we might be passionate about and we might be convicted about, but we don't have to wait for a certain season to start implementing those skills now. We can start to learn how to manage our homes and enjoy the beauty that's found in taking care of them. We can learn new skills. I think about how in the last year I've really desired to learn how to make bread and to start learning to sew. Those are things that I think are just very good skills to have that are lost in our generation. And so to me, I want to learn how to make bread from scratch. I want to learn how to be able to hem my own clothes or make curtains or even make a quilt or sweater if I want. I want to have those skills, and those things have been to a degree lost in our generation, and it's okay to want those things and to be able to do those things for yourself and not rely on others. Regardless of what season you're in, we can embrace learning, failing, and getting back up and trying again. I'm in this new season of learning sourdough. This is something that I've been wanting to do all year. It was on my bucket list for the beginning of the year, and I started with a basic no-knead artisan bread. That's what I've been perfecting all summer and early fall, but now I've decided to move on to sourdough, and I'm finding it's already a little bit more challenging and it's easy to want to be discouraged, but I'm learning that it's okay to fail. If you're not used to managing a home, if you're not used to cooking and cleaning, when you start, you're going to run into challenges. You're going to run into things that are going to challenge you, and you can either choose to quit and give up, or you can use that as a chance to learn and grow and get back up and try again. And that mentality did not exist for the longest time to me. So learning to embrace that good things take time and they take practice and they take discipline has been very beneficial for me in this season. So as I wrap up this video, I've showed you guys just a little glimpse into my day-to-day life. This is what I do before work, after work, on the weekends. I am very much in the very beginning stages of learning what it is to be a homemaker for me. To you, what makes you a homemaker might look different. Regardless of what season you're in, you can learn to create sacred spaces, regardless of what season you're in, and create a space that gives God the glory and encourages you to grow. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next week.